This is Dusk here. Today we're going to be playing more on the Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And if I can get to finding out, there we go. I need to make sure it's lowered on the volume. Yeah, I finally got the bow. I did say I was gonna do it on my own time, and looky here. The eyes of Cosmos. The silver flame. I have to kill most of these guys. Let's see. For Lexios. We will find a way to help you, bro. The horse cometh. Continue your odyssey. Why do I need to continue my odyssey? Okay, here we go. Yeah. So the venomous dude. The poor market. Isn't everyone basically poor in their own way? You know, you know, assign this ability. For if I have this ability, I will Basically, I have this ability to try to, at least we slow down time, but I gotta make sure I have headshots so I can get extra damage on enemies. That would have been the nice thing to do. Free the merchants.
Blessed be the god that sent you here. I'd have been eaten alive if it weren't for you.
I don't think they'd eat you.
But they would have certainly killed me. So thank you.
I'm always happy to help someone in need.
The world could do with more like you. Especially now.
Pericles sent me. He was worried about you. You often get tied up and surrounded by snakes?
How can you joke about this? Thugs broke into my home, dragged me here, tied me up and surrounded me with these hideous creatures. They must be stopped.
The snakes?
The thugs!
Why would anyone do this?
Politicians are easy targets in these troubled times. When they tied me up, they said I was a snake. That I should die by my own kind.
Did you recognize the people who did this?
Pericles asked me to go down to the fishing district and talk with the poor and sick, to give them hope. That's how I recognized their voices.
Oh, yes?
They threw rotten food and yelled insults at me. These thugs disguised their faces, but their voices and the stench of fish were unmistakable.
Where should I look?
I couldn't see their faces, but I recognized their voices from one of the districts I visited. They're regulars at Cleon's rallies. They live in the flooded part of the city, near the wall.
Never trust Cleon.
I'll track them down, Metiochos. Don't worry.
Tensions are high right
Because
now.
he himself is a
This
snake.
raid will tear each other apart within the city, before the Spartans can breach the walls.
And if I'm gonna do this correctly as well, I'm gonna make sure it's secret. For the monger, you gotta do it secret.
The part of Athens I doubt Pericles is proud to talk about. There has to be a clue around here somewhere. Snakes. Like the ones that were meant to kill Metiochos. And someone hid the body. Though I have a feeling this death was an accident. It looks like the thugs who attacked Metiochos weren't the masterminds behind this plot. This must be the house of Metiochos' attackers. But the letter proves they're just tools in someone else's plan. Whose?
What the fuck are you doing sniffing around my house?
You attacked Metiochos. I found the snakes, the letter from your friend, and the body. All here.
Poor Actis. We all knew the risks. Change don't happen without a bit of blood being spilled.
Why kill Metiochos with snakes?
We're prisoners in our own city, because of Pericles and his crooked friends. The snake dealer told us it's time to send a message. Time they suffered.
You can't take the law into your own hands. Now I need to decide what to do with you.
Cleon says it's time we took the city back from the elite. Time to fight. Don't matter what you do to us. There will be others who follow our lead.
I know someone gave you those snakes. They used you to do their dirty work. I want to know who.
He's a real hero of Athens. No puppet of Pericles is going to stop him.
Don't be someone's puppet. Tell me where the snake dealer is.
All right, all right. He's got a camp just outside the walls. Sells his snakes from there.
It's not too late to make a difference, but we have to work together.
Maybe you're right. You didn't have to show us mercy. But where do we start?
Start here. This district is your home. Ignore the politicians and concentrate on where you can make change.
Thank you. We will try.
I need to rid Athens of this snake seller.
Now see guys, this is what a Democrat would do. Do the right thing. Not talking about politicians and stuff, but this is what the people do right of. The do-nothing Trumpians, that's for one. Now, I'm not talking about politicians, but in the Greek world, all things are just considered.
Can't stop me!
Pointer daggers.
Looks like your situation's improved since we last met.
The danger has passed for now. But while those monsters are out there, no one is safe.
Oh boy.
A group of fishermen tied you
Be
up.
right back.
They were being used by a snake dealer, working for enemies of Athens.
What did you do with them?
I showed them the error of their ways and sent them on their way. They won't be bothering you again.
I'm glad no blood was shed. But how do you know they won't return?
I made it very clear that doing anything stupid would make me angry.
Well, that must have been a terrifying experience for them. Thank you for your help, Mystios. I'll be sure to mention this to Pericles.
I am back with dinner. Pull a slice out.
Stop. I can't let you go any further.
It isn't often you see a guard outside of an artist's workshop.
Just do what I'm told, stranger. And until I'm told otherwise, no one is going in or out.
Stand aside, this is important.
So is keeping people out. Maybe you can see Phidias after his trial, if the people spare his life.
It's been so long since Phidias and I have seen each other. You understand, don't you?
Oh, come to pay him a last visit before the trial. He's as good as dead, you know. Better make this one count.
Just don't tell anyone I was here.
Sure.
Sorry about that.
How did you get past the guard? No one gets past the guard.
Relax. Pericles sent me.
Praise Athena. I knew he'd send help. I was worried they sent someone after me.
He sent me to get you out of Athens.
So he knows about the plot.
You mean the trial? From what I've seen, you don't stand a chance.
The people love me. I am the Phidias. But there are others. Look.
Malaka. It isn't the trial Pericles is saving you from. These are instructions to murder you. Who wrote this?
I don't know who to trust. I'm just an artist. I just wanted to create. Please, what am I to do?
First, you need to pull yourself together. You're on trial, the people are against you, and now I find that the cult want to kill you. I said pull yourself together!
Yes, of course.
Cleon said you're wasting the people's drachmi. If he had his way, he'd serve them your head.
Cleon mentioned me? That's going to hurt Pericles. First impiety, now theft. After all we've done for this city.
Pericles seem close.
For Pericles and me, it started with our love of Athens. Our differences push us to greatness. That is true friendship.
All right, we need to go. Do you have any idea where I can take you?
South of Athens, there's an island called Seriphos. My friend Theras lives there. When I discovered the plot against me, I sent word to him. If anyone can help us, he can.
Any clues he has of the cultists' identities, I want them.
Yes, anything. A guard.
I'll distract them while you sneak out. Meet me tonight to set sail for Seriphos. Don't show your face until you see me at the docks.
I understand.
You didn't really think I'd let you come and go as you please, did you? Now, where are you?
If I meditate, maybe Phidias will be here when I'm done.
Good. You made it. I was beginning to worry.
I told you I'd get you out of Athens.
So you did.
Can your friend be trusted?
Theras and I have been friends for a long time. I just sent word telling him where to meet us.
Wasting time will only get us into trouble. Let's head to Serifos while we still can. Ready to depart!
Awaiting your orders, Commander!
I never thought Athens would.
I've left places I've come from.
Hopefully, the cult won't bother me now I'm out of Athens.
I wasn't worried. They could never think you dressed me up. You see that volcano?
It's pretty hard to miss.
Some say there is an entrance to the underworld at the bottom.
You enter by diving in it?
That's the spirit. A brave Arcadian I once knew had the same idea.
And what happened to you?
The heat of the flames turned him to ashes before he made it halfway down.
I guess some mistakes left unexplored.
This is a nice ship.
You don't have to do that.
Do what?
Fill the silence.
Oh, I wasn't trying to do that at all. I simply don't find myself traveling the seas.
It can be freeing.
Yes, freeing seems to be an accurate word. Although I've begun to feel a bit sick.
Lean over the side if you need to. Otherwise, you're killing.
Is your stomach turning as much as mine is?
You'll get used to it. We'll reach Serifos before long.
Ready the oars! Let's dock!
It's good to see you alive and well, Phidias.
And you, Theras. As you can see, I didn't get here alone.
Ah, yes. The kind and thoughtful hero you mentioned in your letter.
I'm glad I could get him out alive.
And for that heroism, I found some information on a man named Brisson who's plotting Phidias' early demise. Hopefully you can make something of this clue.
I can.
Please give Pericles my thanks and my farewell. And be careful. I still believe many in Athens are in danger.
I swear on my life and the lives I will take from others, I will not fail the cosmos again.
Ready to sail! Slow down! Increase speed! Ship
much to do, and many unknowns on the horizon. There's much to do, and many unknowns on the horizon.
I see salvage! Salvage nearby. Shall we pick it up?
We'll see.
Herodotus, what's that island ahead of us?
That, my friend, is the famous island of Salamis.
The place where Athens defeated the Persians.
It's in this plain that the great Athenian strategos Themistocles destroyed the Persian fleet and saved the Greek world from annihilation. You don't see many heroes like that anymore.
Get the oars out! Rowers! Slow down!
Sorry.
This area will be well defended.
Come on! Are you really kidding me? Climb up already! Kassandra, just climb up! Climb up! Climb up! Climb up! got him!
The world's better off without them.
Wait a minute.
Cosmos fights for Athens, and so Athens fights for Cosmos.
Wait, what? She's close by! I could actually go over there away from myself on the property. And there's a giant cat just chasing me. Whee! One-handed playing controller. Great.
There's something floating there. We can retrieve it.
Slower now!
Well, wait here, Commander.
Wait, is she Spartan? Oh boy. Hold on, she was in a cult! Or, she's a cultist! Here's the cool thing about it. Somehow I need to go recollect a certain trident.
Salvage that!
Raise the sail! Ship the oars! Rowing speed! Sails! Now! Oars at the ready!
Thanks.
Stop the ship!
We'll sail the seven seas. Huh. Mind duck me now. On what exactly? You ducked me? This was stolen.
These statues are incredible. The sculptors truly are masters of their craft.
The sage is named the Shadow.
You must be the one Pericles sent.
I am. He said there was an ostracism vote, but didn't tell me what I'm here to do.
Of course he didn't. That's what I'm for.
If someone is exiled, can they return?
If they do, they'll be punished.
What does someone have to do to be ostracized?
Anyone seen as a threat to the city or the people is enough. And then it is up to the vote. Some have been ostracized for simply being more disliked than the person they're up against.
What's my role in this?
The votes have already been cast. We don't have long before they're counted. Take the Ostraka in this bag and exchange him with the ones currently under guard.
You want me to rig the ostracism?
Pericles does. And he has his reasons, I'm sure. Bring me the bag you took from the room and I'll take care of the rest.
No one will see me go in or out. Stay here.
Hey, I tell you what I saw out there.
I should be extra careful in this area.
This
Stay calm.
That should do it. I should let Pericles' contact know.
I know that one day Capcom is remaking the Resident Evil 3, and I want to play it. Resident Evil 3 Remake.
It's done.
You work quickly.
What are you going to do with them?
Dump them in a well. Ah, It looks like the official has arrived.
The votes have been tallied. Overwhelmingly, the people have decided that Anaxagoras should be ostracized from Athens!
Be slow to fall into friendship, but once you do, continue firm and constant. It will be more difficult for me now that Anaxagoras must leave Athens. We were quite close, although he and Pericles were much closer. It's strange, Pericles wasn't here today to defend him.
Would Pericles normally defend someone?
A good friend? Of course. Yet, Anaxagoras seems pleased with the result. This day has brought more questions than answers.
You said you were close.
He was like a mentor to me. Many of my best thoughts came to fruition through our conversations.
Who are you?
Ask anyone and they'll tell you Socrates. But a name gives you nothing. Our actions determine who we are, and every action has its pleasures and its price. With that said, then, who do you claim to be?
My name is Kassandra.
And still, I don't feel I know you. Perhaps I can find out who you are a different way.
You want to know me?
Knowledge is the one good in this world. Surely you agree?
Of course. Knowledge drives everything I do.
Then we are the same in that way.
Knowledge of when to attack, what weapon to use, or when to use reason instead of violence.
We seem to put our love of knowledge into practice quite differently.
I use it how I need to.
You are clearly someone who would do whatever you feel is necessary. Perhaps for drachmi, or maybe to further a personal goal.
That describes a lot of people.
I suppose I'm curious why you did it. How could I not be when you're the reason my friend is being forced to leave the only home he's ever known?
I did what I was asked to do.
And your needs are greater than those of the man you helped ostracize. Still, you raise a fine point. Who is more responsible? Anaxagoras for getting himself mixed up in this, or you, for simply sealing his fate?
I'm not responsible for his actions. I have one thing to think about, my own.
Then I hope you also think about today, about Anaxagoras, about choice.
Socrates, there you are.
Here I am.
You're late. They're all waiting for you.
I wish to see Anaxagoras' fate, and so I have. Tell them I'm on my way. Well, it seemed our conversation is at its end. Although I hope it isn't the final one we have.
I wouldn't know. That's everything Pericles wanted. Time to return to him and find out what these Athenians know about my mother.
Should I? Could I? Would I? Now I could say this, that if I am wanting to play on the whole Assassin's Creed part, I have to do it from start, where it all begins. But I don't know where it truly begins. It shows that it was this, but truly, where did the Isus actually came from?
Ella.
I should have realized by now. Let's get up this wall then. Okay. I wish a Braxis can go like on water and it's like like the actual horse it is. Soon enough, once the Assassin's Creed remake has been released and put into the world, like the first Assassin's Creed that I know that they are remaking for some reason, but once they do it, it all depends on how it all goes. Should have been saying it correctly, but the way I want it to go is more, say, that's gonna have the nostalgia, but it's gonna also have is
They'll keep a sharp watch here.
what I can say is that
Paris, the city of pigs.
anyway. Yeah, I should think about dreams and such. You know, I was wanting to think about going to college to work on designing my own game, but knowing how much I'm gonna have to take on relationships and such, I feel like it's about too much for me, and I'm already probably late on starting my own game, so I thought, why not switch it up to making a business, you know? So I want to go to try to do business associates, and, well, make a business that is worth something. Either go for, you know, demon hunting, or just do, you know, nerf related stuff. I could do is go for the, like, a Nerf Wars building. And I don't know who would hire a demon hunter like me. Like if I were a demon hunter, I need a demon hunter license. At least that's what most demon hunters are. They have a license and such. And if you have a license for anything, you have a license for weapons. At least that's what I think. I bet I couldn't be able to go to demon hunting school if I wanted to. Well, parents these days, they're gonna think like it's too dangerous for me, or teachers are saying that because, you know, they don't want them to change, they don't want to lose the friendships and such, but that's what most demon hunting is. Like, you're protecting the people that you're doing business of. Like, you can do the business, but know this.
Kingdom of Agamemnon and Theseus. I need to be on my guard.
I'll talk about that later. Are you kidding me? Abraxas, we can go in there. We just have to be quiet and be safe. Getting close. Trying to do this carefully. Abilities. Assign.
Don't let them get too close. Are you hit? Talk to me.
creepy mask.
Before I go anywhere, I was gonna make sure to capture something. Spot a kick. Oh, come on! No! I hope I don't get reset back.
should try to stay out of sight. Onward!
Whew.
Saying there was a huge battle out.
We'll be watching you, Miss Diaz. At least give them a welcome.
Oh.
Kassandra, it's you!
Phoebe!
You promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said, stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. You don't want to scare people in there.
True.
Well, how is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky. think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things?
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
Yay!
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
Here, Kassandra. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made her grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotos! Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're not different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
I've heard of Sophocles. In my line of work, it pays to know who the richest and most famous men are.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Oh boy.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Misthios like you think of a party like this?
This party could be fun. Alcibiades drinks like a Spartan. Maybe he fights like one too.
If I could suggest anything, please don't start a fight. Or end one.
Thank you, Herodotus.
If you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your brother said.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
Let's see, what's the first? Okay, drink up. Oil and love. And this is how love is done. So boys and girls should love with who they want to love. And kids, if you ever try to watch this, close your ears.
Someone's being hurt.
Hold your
Open
ears
this door
and close
or
your
I'll
eyes.
kick it in!
Don't
If
mind
there are
her.
any parents.
She likes to watch.
Parents, come watch your kids.
Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It
Why
sounded
not?
like someone was in pain.
I already got the
It can
trophy.
sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I thought this party was tame, even by Athenian standards. Until now.
Let them have their meeting of the minds. I'm more interested in meeting other parts.
Ali, we're out of oil again.
Ali?
You know they like you when they give you a pet name. There's more olive oil in the kitchen, but Aspasia keeps complaining about me walking unencumbered through her symposiums.
You mean naked?
It sounds so good when you say it.
After your display earlier, it's probably safer I get the oil.
Obedient, too. I knew I liked you. Don't take too long. If you don't get the oil soon...
Yeah, why not? Where's the oil at? Oops.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
Spare me. I'm only looking for clues to help me find the Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
So we get him drunk and he talks. He sounds more Argiv.
Impressive.
All right.
You need to pick the right wine for this task.
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I am the greatest dramatist in the land. mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen. You're awfully worked up over Euripides. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with a banal young plaything, Aristophanes, I'll never know.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
Just can't stay away, can you? Did you bring the oil?
You've grown up in Pericles' home, and yet you're so different.
No one is like Pericles. And he's only slightly more serious than usual, too. Athens is under siege, and he worries for her future. Which is why tonight is a fine time to celebrate what may be our last taste of freedom.
When you walked in, you seemed like you and Socrates were...
How I wish you were right. One day we will have that man in here with us. I promise you that.
I might be back.
If you come back with a jar of oil, I promise to show you how grateful I am.
Okay, I need to find a way how to get the... Where's the oil at? Is it just in the kitchen, or...?
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Kassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Kassandra, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
When I need to relax, I start a fight. For you, though...
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
I'm Pericles' new servant. I'd be happy to bring some wine.
An Athenian servant, you. And these are wine-pouring muscles.
I was a rower on Pericles' ship where he took pity on me. Now I pour wine for people who question my word. And his.
I wasn't questioning. Perhaps one drink.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Why don't you just apologize to Sophocles?
It's he who should apologize to you.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth an entire family. He just needs time to recover from his outburst.
Pericles has invited all of you here for some reason.
Either we dine here and praise Pericles, or we dine with Cleon. But Cleon has all the charm of a typical politician. A horrible voice, bad breathing, and vulgar manners.
Ready for more?
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more.
You ready for another?
Drink is for the adults only.
This wine is terrible.
I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
Olive oil. Here we go. I have the oil!
Just can't stay away, can you? Did you bring the oil?
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Time for some fun. You'll have to help me strip off these uncomfortable Athenian robes.
Oh boy.
Gladly. If you like, we can feed them to the goat.
There's another goat?
Yeah, another god. I know what god there is. Aphrodite.
Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Theatera? I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts.
Ali! Come back inside!
Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
If it isn't the one who agrees that knowledge is most important.
I think we agreed our use of that knowledge couldn't be more different.
Ah, you remember. Perhaps our conversation can continue.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
If you've been arguing this long and you haven't agreed yet, just give up.
We're discussing the nature of rules. We're better to do so than here. I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient, and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
You just said a general isn't self-serving when he brings order to his troops. Then you said he is self-serving because retreating would save the lives of his men? What are you trying to say?
I never tried to say anything.
But you just said those things.
I said the words, but I didn't say anything at all. I only attempted to gain your view on the matter.
You're wasting your time. Aspasia.
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well
No,
done.
I'm hoping one day I can have a
Socrates
P.O.
is
box.
an interesting character.
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Kassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Kassandra will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
Your spies have been watching me. I knew you people couldn't be trusted.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
These may be the nicest clothes I've ever worn, but I feel a bit uncomfortable, to be honest.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I'm searching for a woman who fled Sparta with her child years ago. I was hoping you might help.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
do you get up there? No, there's some steps. Whoops. Sorry. Sorry. Wait, where was it again? I don't remember last time. Okay, wait. Where is it again? Here we go.
Kassandra!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Phoebe did nothing wrong. Aspasia asked her to let me in.
Of course she did. I can't say I'm thrilled about going down and speaking to everyone. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty. And of course, there were other threats.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said he was your friend.
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
Anaxagoras understood my fears. 10 years may be a long time, but at least he'll be safe.
It's true.
Why send Metiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal friends.
My people are important to me.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day.
And Cleon is one of them.
Athens. I fear for her future.
Spartans outside the walls, people crammed inside. I don't envy you.
Even so, there isn't another city I'd rather live in.
I can't say I know how that feels.
When you find your place, you'll know it.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
There's a woman on the island of Chaos that I need to meet. I think I'll head there first.
I've heard there are pirates there.
I'll be sure to be careful.
Good. Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia. About Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened, okay?
Okay. Thanks. I knew I could count on you.
So I got a mission to do.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Kassandra!
Let's see. Okay. What? My controller stopped being. I don't know why, but I need to find something that actually is that still. Lightning of Zeus. Wants to get more. Also, thinking about getting another Nerf gun for a friend. Whoa. That's actually cool. What if we could fly the same way the, It's the same as the Pegasus.
Mistios! Fresh vegetables for your journey. The juiciest in Kefalonia.
I'm not really in the market for vegetables.
No one is. Our stock is practically decomposing.
We're trying to make enough rachmi to get out of Kefalonia. It's about time we moved on.
I know what you mean.
Wait. Creosa. You think she could help us?
I think she could.
You'll have to tell me what it is first.
Are you scared of sharks, Mistios?
I'm not scared of anything.
That makes one of us. A very hungry one swims in our way of leaving Kefalonia.
A shark?
He guards a precious necklace. We get it, sell it, and leave Kefalonia. The old bandit who found it first buried the necklace on the shore, near a temple.
And the fool didn't think. Water rises. Now the necklace may as well belong to the shark. Vegetable drachme is all right, but necklace drachme is best.
I know what it's like to want to leave Kefalonia.
Who wouldn't? We have nothing here. As many vegetables as we please, but no hope.
It's buried in a chest. If you get it for us, we'll take what we need to get out, and you can keep the rest.
All right. I'll kill your shark.
You'll skewer him.
You'll find him deep in the ruins of Granny down south.
Buried treasure usually has a story.
The necklace was said to belong to Procris. You know, the wife of Cephalus. On the eve of their wedding, He gave it to her as a promise of fidelity.
Well, we know how that turned out.
Typical. At least he returned to Procris in time for her death.
Where on the island are these ruins?
You know the sunken islet of Zeus? Find that, and you'll find the ruins.
To the Shark's Temple I go.
I'll never look at another vestibule again after this.
Poseidon! Trying to trade one of these weapons.
Hop, hop!
Off we go now.
Necklace is down there.
Controller, stop. Controller, quit it. I'm not even holding the left stick. It's doing that on its own. supposed to look through the island, see about this thing.
You found it! That's the necklace!
That shark put up a good fight. He must have liked it.
We can finally leave. No more vegetables.
We'll have a new life. One far from our past.
I know what that's like. Good luck.
Pafson.
I know. I want as many wolves as I can. I want to tame them all. Finally knock them out. I didn't kill them. I promise. I got myself an alpha animal.
Move! Off we go now.
don't look so good.
I angered them, I think. The gods.
Murder or impiety?
Neither. I used to worship Hermes at the Droorati cave. There are gods there too, you know.
In the cave?
They grant wishes if you bring them tribute. So everyone makes an offering and asks for something in return. No wishes of mine granted though. I'm running out of money and tribute. I'm poor myself, you know. I did something wrong.
You know Hermes. He can be a trickster.
Oh, but there are many gods in this cave, all asking for different things. Go hear them yourself. You'll get my last tribute if you do. I need to know if they're real.
All right, don't worry. I'll go.
Oh, thank you. Remember, be careful where you step, Mistios. You'll be walking on holy ground.
We'll see about that.
Hungry gods.
Someone dropped offerings here. Looks like they were trying to carry them away behind the statue. There's a draft here. A crack in the wall? Careful. Don't want to be caught here. Bandits all along. Something was off. And here's all their loot.
All I can offer you is devotion, but I need your help. I'm poor. I have 4 hungry children and nothing else. I weave baskets for the market, but my cart is ruined. How can I repair it? Or sell my wares without it? Without you?
I'm listening, child of Vermis.
Oh, mighty God, I beg you, help me.
Your prayer is heard. You will find riches at your door sooner than you expect.
I knew you'd listen. My every sunrise and sunset is yours. Everything beneath my humble roof in Sami is devoted to you.
Yes, now go home and wait for fate to intervene.
I will, great God, I will.
Well, if money is what she needs, the bandit's stolen loot will do just fine. No gods in the caves. Only bandits stealing people's hopes and drachmi.
I knew it! Thieves!
At least you know you won't face Zeus's wrath. Maybe he'll take pity on you.
I hope Zeus brings his wrath on those bandits.
Don't worry. I brought mine. That should be good enough. Just like she said. The cart looks pretty worse for wear.
You, the thief.
Looks like these new baskets were off to market. Until the cart broke. This should help. Better them than the bandits.
I'm trying to figure out which one it was.
Mighty Kephalus, I entreat you, send us a champion, someone worthy of your mighty spear. Help your priestess in her hour of need.
You called?
Oh, Kassandra. You startled me.
Why are you looking for a champion?
I need someone worthy to win the Spear of Kephalus. I've been deciphering some of the sanctuary's stone carvings. They say the spear was hidden in the caves beneath Kefalonia when the temple was built. You could get it for me, couldn't you? I can give you a reward.
Is this the spear you're looking for?
That's it. Oh, praise the gods, you've found it.
Consider it a donation to the temple.
What? No reward? Oh, Kassandra, I'm in your debt. If ever there's a way my temple can help you, or anyone, send them here. I will remember.
They'll be on high alert here.
I will go forward to finding all of them.
Come, proud one. I will have to do this.
Oh boy. Oh no.
I should have known it was you who'd ask for the furs, Ilos.
And I should have known it was you to get them for me. Kassandra's always on the job.
Don't tell Marcos. He'll get jealous.
I posted publicly to give the others a chance, but you're always so keen.
What are the pelts for this time?
The Athenians want armor for the war. Good protection for them. Good drachmi for me.
Here they are. All accounted for.
In record time, too. Take your pay, it's well earned.
Stay out of trouble, Lilos.
You should take your own advice.
More dark me. seems like it's the only thing.
Let's go.
I don't know why, but
Let's go. Yeah.
Ella.
Come on.
There'll be trouble if I'm spotted here.
It's either protecting my wolf or losing him. I'd rather protect the wolf.
Mistios, you must help me.
Must I?
If you know what's good for you and your pairs, you'll take pause.
I'm listening.
I'm an exile from Athens. Though by looking at me, I'm sure that's impossible to believe.
Your money is a siren song to bandits on Kefalonia. It won't last long.
My drachmi aren't going anywhere, except a portion will be paid to you if you agree to my terms.
What's the problem?
It's my brother Ornios. He's been captured by bandits. We were attacked when our ship landed. They must have smelled our wealth from across the water. I managed to escape, but he's stuck in a cage on a dock like a beast.
And you want me to rescue him?
Bring him to me with not a hair on his head disturbed and I'll pay you well.
I'll rescue your brother. For a price.
Yes, yes, of course. Drachmi is the only language you Kefalonians understand.
I'm not Kefalonian.
Release me! I'm not an animal! Freedom! How dare they lay their filthy hands on me? And you, here, I thank me for your efforts. All of you have arrived soon.
Your brother sent me. To be clear, I'm the one rescuing you. And if it wasn't for your brother's money, I'd gladly feed you to the pigs. Now, let's go. Stay close and shut up.
Ornios! Reunited again!
I don't know where you find these ruffians, brother, but they do get the job done.
This is touching. But you owe me drachmi.
You proved yourself useful. Get yourself something nice.
Okay, that's the part done. I'm intrigued to find out what that place is. find it. Somewhere in Kefalonia. No, Phoebe says.
I thought I'd die in there.
I cannot find it. I know Phoebe says about Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Guys, I got a prize from that Claw E game that I did. I got a Snorlax. It finally came in like 7 weeks later. Though I'm kind of disappointed that they only sent it one, because last time in the video of like what I did, well, I can't be able to show much video, but let's just say I actually got 2 Snorlaxes and 1 grab, and they only sent me one of them, which is kind of disappointing to find that they only send you 1 item. I wish I can grab more, but I kind of need more help to that.
This must be the cave Photios mentioned. Those priests came this way. Here's one of the priests, but no sign of the sapphires.
Controller, stop turning left. There's no turning left. There's turning right, and then manually turn left. No auto left. Controller seems to be wanting to not try to let me do the controller.
Nice view. And there's Despina Fort to the south.
go!
I see them. I should be careful. High security here. Here they are. Little blood on them, but the sapphires still shine.
If I ever get to play the Fallout 67 or 76 again, I first need to get a bigger hard drive space for this console, or at least get an extension for it. That will come a cost sometimes, but if someone sends it to me in a if I ever get it in the mail, I'll think about doing that.
Anything a mercenary can do for you today, stranger? Our new leaders aren't taking care of those of us who were here before. They need to feel the wrath of our gods. Tartarus is filled with those who have taken my wrath lightly. I've already cursed them, and now they're coming for me.
You're asking me to run my blade through every soldier?
Yes, every last one of these Athenians must die.
I'll help you.
There's a lot riding on this.
You can leave everything to me.
I'm not stopping!
The wrath of Zeus shall rain upon them. This controller can't keep on doing that.
Better stay hidden.
Quick, death!
Earn the reward, I think.
Return to the witch.
You're back. Have you killed them?
I took care of them. Every last one.
I knew the gods intended us to meet. Please, take this.
I've been looking for someone like you, and can offer you a chance to see the world, if you join my crew.
I've cursed enough boats to know I'm safer with both feet planted on the ground.
You'd have loved Varnavas. But fine.
news. Found the sapphires.
Should I ask why they're bloody?
Well, the priests couldn't cut it as thieves.
If I were only a little bit younger, I might have tried to cheapen the reward a bit.
Good thing you got old.
Here's a little trinket from the treasury. No one will miss it.
Let's hope not. Or you'll send another mercenary after me. Goodbye, Fortius.
If you ever see that dog Marcos again, tell him you demand minimum wage.
Do no harm. I'm gonna have to stop right here because wait, what? Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to stop right here because I need to go ahead and go to bed, and it seems like it's about time to really stop because I should have not gone that far, and I have to do something a bit before I go to bed. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy that. Remember to please hit that like button if you enjoy this stream. Remember, if you are new to this channel, please click subscribe because those that are watching this are not subscribed. So please hit that subscribe button because if I find out that none of you guys are subscribed, like 98%, like with a certain someone, then I'm gonna be feeling like a real idiot. But please hit that subscribe button, click that share button to share with your friends and family. Please comment down on what you think of this stream, and please leave a good comment, a positive one. And as always, we will see you all guys next time in the broadcast. For glory! Bye.